What's going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Not a Football Show. My name is Tico from the Tico Fantasy Show, and I am here with my pal, Sully Sports. What's going on, Sully?
What's up?
Howdy, partner.
We got the Halloween special.
Yes, we do.
Woo!
Spooky.
Who are you supposed to be?
I am the Odell Beckham Jr. back in his prime before he was throwing helmets on benches.
Very nice, very nice. Love to
yes.
see it. Back when he was good.
Yeah.
Back when he didn't get popped.
Back when he was beating up Nets.
Oh, yeah, there was a whole,
The good days.
some
The
drama.
Josh Norman days.
Oh, yeah. And I, myself, am Bobby Boucher. High quality H2O. Bobby Boucher. So what do we got in store today? What do we got?
Today we are doing another 2-minute drill. We are going to be going over all of the games from Week 8, and we're going to be talking about them, discussing them, talking about who was bad, who was good, and yeah, that's what we're going to be doing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we're gonna get into that because we got a lot of games to talk about. Each one 2 minutes, and Kevin, producer Kev, is going to give us the time. He's going to tell us. He's going to tell us when to start.
You may begin.
Okay, the first game we're going to be talking about is the Falcons versus the Titans. The Titans came out on top The Titans came out on top in this game, 28-23.
Will Levis
Oh,
masterclass.
baby.
Will Levis looks like Aaron Rodgers, man. That flick of the wrist, just all. Oh my God. I mean, Ryan Tannehill, count your days, brother. You are gone.
Gone.
I mean, like,
They
it's
should
done.
trade Ryan Tannehill. This is the perfect time. Get rid of him.
Who wants him, man? Who wants Ryan Tannehill?
A team we're going to talk about later on that sadly lost somebody in a very, very sad way.
But Tannehill's lost right now. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't. I think it was an ankle injury.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's just a matter of contract. Pretty sure he's getting paid a lot of money.
Yeah. But Titans Falcons. Will Levis, the man of the day, 4 touchdowns. Wow.
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 And they weren't no dink and dunk rack touchdowns. These
No.
were bombs, and
Zingers.
a rookie quarterback in his debut throwing balls like that.
Crazy,
I don't know,
bro.
man.
Crazy.
He might get his girl back now.
Yeah, man. Gia, hit your boy
Gia.
up.
Yeah, friend of the show, Gia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gia Duddy.
Gia Duddy.
What's up?
D-Hop ain't washed.
No, man. I guess
D-Hop
not.
ain't washed, man.
3 touchdowns. What a day.
Yeah, I mean, they were the bombs.
He
These
was
were the
wide
bombs.
open. Okay, wait. The first one that he scored, do you think that was offensive PI?
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
definitely offensive PI. He had his arms wrapped completely around, I think it was AJ Terrell.
But you see, he's a vet, So
Yeah, he gets
that's
away
just
with that.
a savvy veteran move.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, yeah, man. That's a smart business decision
yeah,
there.
savvy vet.
Yeah.
That's what he does. Derrick Henry had himself a nice little day. He might not get traded, man.
No,
I mean,
he
if
might
Will
not.
Levis,
This team might have a little bit left in the tank. I believe they're 3-4 now.
Yep, 3-4.
Yeah,
3-1 at home too. So
Yeah.
they're home dominant.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry 22 carries, 101 yards. On the other side, the Falcons, we saw some Taylor Heineke action.
Yeah, dude. Desmond Ritter benched at the half. That's sad. I mean, not really, but I don't really
Yeah.
like Desmond
Yeah.
Ritter, so.
Who cares, man?
Yeah.
Bijan Robinson gets his first rushing touchdown, 11 carries, 62 yards. But the main play that I want to talk about for 2 seconds here, Jonnu Smith threw a pass to Michael Pruitt while the highest drafted tight end in NFL history blocked for him. So,
Oh, man.
good job,
The
Arthur
Falcons.
Smith. And it didn't work. So.
Nope.
Next.
The next game we're going to be talking about is the Texans versus the Panthers, the rookie versus rookie battle. Bryce Young came out on top 15-13.
His first dub.
Yeah.
First dub for Bryce, and he outplayed CJ.
Yeah,
This is
I
the
mean,
first week that he's really outplayed CJ Stroud.
it was so ugly this game. Bryce Young, it didn't look much different than what we've seen in other weeks. But CJ Stroud was just throwing balls, and they kept getting batted down at the line. I don't know why. I think 4 balls got batted down at the line. Maybe more than that.
I mean, that's what you expect from Bryce Young, because he's, like 4'8"? So,
Yeah, I mean 3'10".
Yeah, 2 foot or.
Yeah.
But yeah, the running game was nowhere to be seen. Miles Sanders, who's been dealing with injuries, had 2 carries for 0 yards, and Chuba Hubbard took the bulk of the work and carried the ball 15 times for 28 yards. So.
Chuba's the guy, man. Chuba's the guy in this
Yeah,
backfield.
he's the guy, but he's still not very good.
No, but hey, he's better than Miles Sanders.
Thielen, 11 targets. He's a dog. He's going to keep happening. Jonathan Mingo had himself a good game with 4 receptions, 62 yards. Second half of the year could be a name to look at.
He
rookie.
could. He was supposed to be very good coming out of Ole Miss, and he's decent. I liked him as a rookie, or not a rookie. I liked him as a prospect coming out of college. He's good.
Yeah, he could be a little something.
Yeah.
For the other side, there really wasn't much offense to talk about really at all. Mainly the big thing is the Singletary-Pierce backfield split again. 40% Singletary, 43% of the snaps for Pierce.
It looks like a committee. It looks like a
Yeah, it
committee. It
does.
looks like they're going to be splitting it every week. I mean, Devin Singletary and Dameon Pierce do two different things, and we're going to see both of them every week. I think that's guaranteed at this point.
Yeah, and it makes you scared to start either of
Yeah.
them. Let's see. What else do we got here? Noah Brown was the leading receiver with 57 yards. Just nothing.
No,
No
I think the
offense.
first touchdown. I think the touchdown came in the first quarter, and then after that, it was just nothing. They kept going 3 and out, or a couple drives and out, and it just, I don't know. It was a bad day for the Texans. We haven't seen this all season out of them, and now it's not looking good.
Yuck.
Next.
The next game we're going to be talking about is the Jags versus the Steelers. This game was 20-10. The Jags came out on top.
Hey, man. Jags might be contenders, man.
Hey, man, Travis
Hey.
Etienne. Travis Etienne loves scoring touchdowns. That guy has a nose for the end zone.
Yeah, it is. What was it, like a 62-yard or 50-yard pass or something like
I
that?
believe so.
Gosh, I mean, he got it done on the ground, too. 24 carries, 79 yards, but that was a monster play. Yeah, he had 70 receiving yards and 3
They
receptions.
blew the coverage. It just he just ran right by him.
Yeah.
It was a pretty weird play, but hey, man, a touchdown's a touchdown.
The easiest touchdown of his life.
Yeah.
We saw Calvin Ridley get more targets than Christian Kirk this week.
I don't know, man. I don't get it.
Six,
I'm so confused.
yeah, 6 receptions, 83 yards. Yippee! Evan Ingram, 10 targets, caught all 10 of them, 88 yards. Love that from your big old tight end. But T-Law didn't really have a great day.
You know, it was like in NFL wise, like real football wise, it was a good day. You know, he got out of there with a win. He played decent. I think he threw 1 interception. It was, and you know, it's whatever. It's a good day. You got out of there with the win. But for fantasy,
Gross.
ugh.
So Kenny Pickett got a little hurt, got a
Yes,
little banged up.
Kenny
but I think
Pickett-
he's gonna be good. They said.
Game time decision. He's going to be a game time decision this week. We don't know if he's going to play or not, but it'll come down to a game time decision.
Deontay Johnson, 14 targets. George Pickens, 1 catch, but he made that thing count.
Yeah.
A 22-yard touchdown. So, did you see the interview in the locker room with the Jaguars players afterwards?
Yeah, George Pickens was calling them out before the game, and I don't know why. I don't know why he decided to do that. I mean, you know, it's George Pickens, I guess. That's just what he does. But yeah, the Jags got the best of him.
Yeah, they did. Trying to see what else we got in this game. Not
Najee
much.
and
Najee and Jalen
yeah,
split up.
yeah,
Yeah, gross.
yeah.
I mean,
These guys aren't good.
Yeah, neither.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're not starting either of them. That's the truth.
That's the truth.
Next.
The next game we're going to be talking about is the Rams versus the Cowboys. This was an ass whooping. The Cowboys dropped 43 points, and the Rams dropped 20. It was ugly. It was nasty. Ew.
Gross. This is the first time in a few weeks we saw Cowboys defense be really dominant. They had a touchdown. Micah Parsons was getting in the backfield, and it was just all around plays being made by the Cowboys defense. So
Pick 6.
pick 6, big old touchdown. Dak Prescott though.
Yeah,
Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
CeeDee
CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb.
There
Dak
we go.
Prescott, Dak's cool, whatever, but CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, CeeDee Lamb and not Tony Pollard.
No.
Not Tony Pollard.
Mm-mm.
But I kind of want to talk about the other side of the ball. How are you going to draw up a Philly special to your quarterback who has a messed up hand and have it work? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me what they were
Dude,
thinking.
he caught it, and he dove.
Yeah.
He dove. That's the most mobility we've seen out of Matthew Stafford in his entire career.
Especially with his messed up hand. And that
Oh.
hand, I believe, is even more messed up now because we saw Brett Ripien, and we
Yeah.
may see Matt Stafford on IR.
Matt, yeah, they're talking about it. It's not like it's 50-50 right now. We don't know. And if he does go to IR, oh man, it's last year all over again. Cooper Kupp's going to be bad. Puka's going to be bad. Everybody in this offense is going to be bad. Oh man, we really hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, no, not at all. Puka and Cup, little stinkers. Little stinky
Yeah.
games. Little stinky booties.
This is 2 stinky games in a row for Cooper Kupp. Oh my goodness, how are you going to beat? That's too muc stinkage.
too much, dude.
Ah!
Yeah, the 2 guys that we thought were going to be automatic all season are not automatic. Who would have thought it?
Hmm.
Who would have thought the 5th round pick
I
was
didn't-
going to be good the entire season?
I didn't thunk this.
Ooh. I thunk this. I mean, not Cooper Kupp, but I thought Puka was probably going to fall off a cliff eventually.
but like Cooper Kupp, 2 single-digit games in a row. That's crazy. But Matthew Stafford got hurt. That's a big reason for
Right,
it. And if
right,
Matthew Stafford continues to be out, it's going to be a long year for both of them.
Yep.
Next.
The next game we're going to be talking about is the Vikings versus the Packers. This was a 24-10 game. The Vikings came out on top. They won, but did they really?
1 second. I believe we should have a moment of silence for Kirk Cousins. So
Yes.
just And we're back. Okay. This was a game that, really could have made the Vikings contenders. And now they lost their stud quarterback who's been balling all season, so they're probably not contenders unless they make a big move. So
Oh man, it's so sad.
Yeah.
You don't want to see if there's anybody in the league you don't want to see anybody get hurt, obviously. But Kirk Cousins, man. Kirk Cousins.
he's a family man.
It's so sad. Big Kirko, dude. You don't want to see Big Kirko go down, and now he's probably going to be out for the season.
I think it is confirmed that he's out for the season, actually.
Well,
so.
He might pull an Aaron Rodgers. We don't know.
I don't know.
I doubt it,
I don't
but-
think he's got the secret juice that Aaron Rodgers
Probably
has.
not.
But yeah, I mean their next 5 games are super winnable, so we thought they may make a nice run here, but unless they make a trade, maybe Tannehill.
They need a quarterback. They cannot run it with Jaron Hall. They're 4-4 too. They're very much if the playoffs started today, they'd be in the playoffs.
They do have Nick Mullins, but he's injured right now.
I don't care. I don't want Nick Mullins. I mean
want
anything's better than Jaron Hall, obviously.
Jacoby Brissett?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they make a move because, it would be one thing if they had a good running game to rely on, but Alexander
don't.
Madison and Cam Akers stink, so
They
I mean
both
they
stink.
don't have that. They were I think a top 5 team in pass attempts, so
Yeah.
they're going to need somebody, and they're going to need them quick.
You got to get somebody in there who can get beat up, take a beating, and throw the ball.
Yep. KJ Osborne, TJ Hawkinson, Jordan Addison all had good games, but they're all going to take a hit from here on out. For the Packers, Jordan Love continues to... you got something?
Yeah, Jordan Love continues to stink because the Packers are trash. Trash. Everybody, trash. Jordan Love, trash. Aaron Jones, trash. A.J. Dillon, trash. Everybody, all the receivers, trash. Everybody on this team was trash this week, and we called it. We said they were going to be trash because this is a trash team. Trade everything, sell the house, do what you got to do, and I don't know, man. This team's trash.
Jaden Reed had a good week.
Jaden Reed's actually the one bright spot. I like Jaden Reed.
Next.
The next game we're going to be talking about is the Patriots versus the Dolphins. The Dolphins came out on top 31-17. Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah, baby. They ain't... I mean, Tua's never lost to Bill Belichick.
Mm-mm.
I think he's 6-0 or something like that. But we finally got the Jalen Waddle boom week. I mean, we've been waiting on this. We knew it was going to happen eventually. And it didn't even come at the expense of Tyreek. Tyreek still had a great game.
Both over 100 receiving yards. Good day for both of them.
Yeah, both had a touchdown. You'd love to see. This is what we thought was going to happen all season.
Yeah.
We thought they were going to, be around the same stats. But, Tyreek has really been dominating in targets and everything. But Jalen Waddle finally got the looks, finally had a nice little touchdown. The run game, Raheem Mostert had a touchdown, but he didn't do much else.
No, that touchdown saved his day.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to see a lot of, if Jalen Waddle and Tyreek both have good days, it's going to cancel out the running game. We're not going to see the running game as much, and it's not going to be as, dominant as good.
Yeah. On the other side of the ball, Mac Jones didn't have a terrible game. I mean, we've seen Mac Jones being better and better each week. I think they're just, letting him do a little more.
Yeah.
But the Patriots are going to be without Kendrick Bourne for the rest of the season.
Big
Torn
loss.
ACL. He was really the only playmaker on that team. Really
Yeah.
the only guy that they can get their ball into the hands of and have him make a play. I mean,
Yeah. We're going to see a lot of somebody who I think is going to step up in his place now, Demario Douglas.
Yeah,
I'm really excited to see some more Demario Douglas now.
Yeah, he actually led the team in targets with 7 targets.
Yeah.
Only caught 5 of them for 25 yards, but
But, hey,
I mean,
better days ahead
someone's
for
got to
Demario.
plug the hole. Because,
Yeah.
Patriots aren't going to be a team that decides to tank. They're
I
going
mean-
to try to win every game.
They're going to try. Will
think?
they? Will they win every game? Will they win any games? Maybe not. Probably
I
not.
don't know, but they're not going to. They're going to try to be competitive.
They're
Bill
gonna attempt
Belichick's
to.
not going to tank.
No.
So. Run game, nothing. 0 zilch, nada. No Ramondre, trash. Zeke, trash. Demario Douglas had a rush for 4 yards, so cool. But Juju had a 3-yard touchdown. That was his only catch.
It's ugly.
Gross.
Yeah.
This offense stinks.
Next.
The next game we're going to be talking about is the Saints versus the Colts with a final score of 38-27. The Saints came out on top.
Man, any given week, Taysom Hill could be the greatest
Dude.
tight end ever.
Dude, you gotta hate this guy for fantasy. If you own Chris Olave, you gotta be a hater, man. You gotta... Oh, man, I feel bad for you. I'm sorry.
I mean, you won't be a hater if you got Alvin Kamara, though.
No,
2 touchdowns,
man.
17 carries, 59 yards. Couple receptions. Let's see how many he had. 4 receptions, 51 yards.
Yeah.
Guy's a weapon.
He is a weapon. Good. He's just a good guy for the team. Derek Carr loves to use him, and he's gonna get used.
Honestly, you said that you hate Taysom if you have Chris Olave. I think you should hate Rashid Shaheed.
Oh,
He's taking
man.
the deep shots
Rashid
away.
Shaheed, bro. Rashid Shaheed is doing what we wanted Chris Olave to do.
He's
It's-
doing, yeah.
Yeah. Rashid Shaheed's good.
He is. 3 receptions, 153 yards, and a touchdown. He takes the top off the D, man.
He does take the top off the D.
He takes the top off of him. Taysom Hill, 9 carries, 63 yards, 2 touchdowns. Derek Carr had himself a nice game, 310 yards, 2 touchdowns. Good day for the Saints offense. And for the Colts, Minshew got a little banged up there, but he ended up
He's
coming
fine,
back.
though.
He's
He'll
good.
be fine.
He had an okay game, 2 touchdowns, a pick.
I think something we need to talk about, though, is the split between Jonathan Taylor and Zach Moss. I believe Jonathan Taylor led the team in carries.
By 1, yes.
Yes, by 1. But Zach Moss got that 1 touchdown. And this is going to be something we talked about before. We're going to see this. This isn't good for JT. And Zach Moss is here.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a weird thing because Jonathan Taylor, for the first half, looked so efficient. He was running
dude,
great.
He looked great.
And then I think he had 80 yards in the first half, and then he finished with 95.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Zach Moss took all the carries or JT just stopped, but he was so much more efficient than Zach Moss. Zach Moss only had 66 yards on 11 carries. JT had 95 on 12. I mean,
Still both very efficient running backs, but
Zach Moss, I think they gave him like 3 straight rushing attempts at the goal line. It took him like all 3 of them to actually get in the end zone, but I guess we're going to keep seeing this. Josh Downs, 9 targets, good day. Michael Pittman, 13 targets, 8 receptions, 40 yards, and a touchdown. So, cool.
Yeah.
Next.
the next game we're going to be talking about is the Jets versus the Giants.
Yeah, I mean, the Giants lost themselves this game. They
Dude,
actively lost
the
it for
Jets. The
themselves.
Jets should have lost this game. They both should have lost
They
this
should have
game.
tied.
Yeah, it stinks that either of these teams have to get a W from this game. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, what was it? The missed field goal at the end of the game by
Oh,
Graham Gano.
Yeah, dude.
Hey,
oh.
Zach Wilson looked good for 1 drive.
Oh yeah.
He got him into field goal range, and
Yeah.
then in overtime, he played all right again.
I
but
mean, hey, Zach Wilson. He comes in clutch sometimes.
clutch.
I don't like Zach Wilson. I don't like what he's doing to this Jets team. It's such a great team, and Zach Wilson is just holding them back so far, and it's just so sad they keep having to, give him the ball and let him throw it.
I mean, he didn't hold back Brees Hall this week, though. 6 receptions, 76 yards, a touchdown, and on the ground, 12 carries, 17 yards.
It was stinky on the
Yeah, it
ground.
was stinky on the
very
ground,
stinky
but
on the ground.
It actually was really the result of one big play.
That's
One
it. It really
50-yard catch.
it really wasn't that good of a day for Brees Hall. It's gonna look a lot better on paper than it actually was.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson, though, 7 receptions, 100 yards, got himself over triple digits. Very nice, very nice. For the Jets, Tommy DeVito.
I mean the Giants.
Oh, yeah, the Giants, Tommy DeVito.
Oh man, this guy's not good.
No, he's
this
not.
guy's bad.
When you got to give Saquon the ball 36 times on the ground.
I have more fingers than they had passing yards.
Didn't they have negative passing yards with him?
If you count in overtime,
Yeah.
yes, and if you count the sack yards, somebody said that in my comments. If you count the sack yards, it's
oh my God.
yeah. They threw Tyrod Taylor threw 8, and Tommy DeVito is that his name? Tommy DeVito.
Tommy DeVito threw negative 1 yards.
Negative 1. Yeah, it's Daniel
God.
Jones is back this week though, so you don't gotta worry about those two.
Tommy DeVito had a rushing yard touchdown though.
Oh yes.
Darren Waller got hurt too as well.
Yeah, Darren Waller got hurt. But what they did to Saquon's just wrong. Making Saquon rush the ball 36 times, and I believe he had 5 targets, 3 receptions, something along those lines. It's ridiculous. Saquon should not have to touch the ball that many times and not get paid for it. It's ridiculous.
Next.
The next game we're going to be talking about is the Eagles versus the Commanders. This was a much closer game than we expected. 38-31, the Eagles came out on top.
They did 4 touchdowns for Jalen Hurts, 4 touchdowns for Sam Howell. It was a nice little duel there. We got a duel. But A.J. Brown really proved that he owns the Commanders.
We have a tiny trade that just happened with the Eagles. The Eagles are sending defensive lineman Kentavious Street and a 2025 7th-round pick to the Falcons. It doesn't matter. Okay. I don't even know who Kentavious Street is.
The over on trades hit though.
Yeah, okay,
over
there you go.
under
Yeah.
0.5 trades during
nice.
the show.
We got a trade during the show.
Yeah, we did. From the Eagles, we saw the debut of the brotherly sweep.
Oh,
The brotherly
boy.
sweep, the fake brotherly shove, sweep to.
That's a dangerous
DeAndre
play. That is a dangerous play.
I don't know what people are gonna do now. I mean, they couldn't stop the shove. Now they got to watch out for the.
That's not true.
Oh,
That's not true.
The Command-
Someone stopped it. They stopped the shove. They did it. The Commanders stopped the shove.
it didn't help though. They lost.
No, they still lost.
Yeah, that's probably why they whipped it out because they're like, oh, these guys are stopping
Yeah.
our shove.
We have to change it up.
We gotta change it up. But yeah, AJ Brown is the Commander's daddy. 8 receptions, 130
Yeah.
yards, 2 touchdowns. Devonta Smith, he's here.
He's
7
here,
receptions,
yeah.
99 yards, a touchdown. Yippee. Julio Jones looked like prime Julio on
Hey,
one
man,
catch.
we got a Julio touchdown,
Yeah,
bro.
Julio.
I was hyped, man. It's so good to see Julio back in the end zone.
I didn't have a Julio touchdown on my bingo card this season.
Hey, man, I don't need it on my bingo card. That just makes me happy inside to see my old Atlanta Falcons hero.
Jahan Dotson on the other side of the ball. 10 targets, 8 receptions, 108 yards. There's 4 different guys with touchdowns receiving for them. Logan Thomas, Jameson Crowder, and Terry McLaurin also got in the end zone. Sam Howell was spreading that thing.
Yeah, dude, Sam Howell's not like I hate to say it, but he's not terrible. He looked decent out there.
Decent.
Yeah.
He didn't look good. Decent.
The Commanders aren't a bad team. It's just they have really difficult people they have to play.
It's true. Valid. But, they kept it in contention here. So.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot closer than we thought.
Yeah.
Next.
The next game we are going to be talking about is the Browns versus Seahawks. The Seahawks come out on top 24-20.
Yes. Jerome Ford didn't do much. Was he limited for injury, or did Kareem just take the job?
He's limited because of injury. The ankle wasn't we didn't think he was going to play initially, and then just out of nowhere he was questionable, and then he ended up playing, so we didn't even expect him to play. So it was cool to even see him out there.
Yeah, Geno Smith came out pretty hot and then stunk it up.
He does this every week, I feel like. I feel like he comes out super hot in the first half and then just, someone throws some water on him and he cools down.
Zach Charbonnet, man. He looked good. I heard it somewhere. I didn't get a chance to check, but I think he had more snaps than Kenneth Walker this week.
I don't know.
I think he did.
I know he didn't have more carries.
He did not have more carries. He had 3 less carries, but I'm pretty sure because they were in a game where they needed to pass the ball a lot, I think Zach Charbonnet did have more. I'm not sure. Whatever.
Zach Charbonnet's a good running back, and he has. There's a world where we're sitting here, and it could be 50-50 between Kenneth and Zach Charbonnet. We talked about it in the offseason, so watch out. Zach Charbonnet's a name you need to watch out for.
Yeah, I mean, JSN got into the end zone again.
Oh,
Tyler
yeah.
Lockett got into the end zone again. DK Metcalf, 14 targets. Like to see that, but, couldn't haul in any touchdowns. 67 yards, 5 receptions. On the other side of the ball, Amari Cooper
Yeah.
in PPR.
Meh.
Meh.
There's not really anybody on the Browns you're crazy about starting right now besides the defense.
I mean, David Njoku, 4 receptions, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
Hey, man, David Njoku. Have
Hey,
a day.
man. Hey, just checked it. Zach Charbonnet, 59% of the snaps.
Oh, okay.
So I believe
that's a lot. That's probably a career high for him.
I believe it is. So, and he was efficient. Might see some more Zach.
He was
Charbies.
good, dude. He's a good running back.
Yeah, might be see some more Charbies in the future. So.
Charbies.
PJ Walker sucks. Kareem Hunt got a touchdown. Cool. Pierre Strong, 10 carries, 41 yards. Cool. Yeah, not much else to say here.
Next.
The next game we are going to be talking about is the Ravens versus the Cardinals, 31-24. Ravens come out on top.
The Gus Bus.
Yeah, the Gus. Oh my goodness, man! I played this Gus Edwards boy in every single league, and I lost in every single league.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns, 80 yards, 19 carries. We talked about, Baltimore maybe picking up a running back at the deadline. They might not need to. They may have their guy, Gus Edwards.
Gus Edwards might be the answer, man. Gus Edwards has been there for a long time, and he's showing off his stuff.
Yeah, man. Because of the Gus Edwards explosion week, Lamar Jackson did not do very much this week. 18 for 27, 157 yards, and a touchdown.
But we did have one Odell Beckham Jr. thrown helmet.
Yes, we did. Oh, God.
Dude, did you see the video? There's a girl on the sideline watching him throw his helmet, and she's like, "What's happening?" She was afraid.
The lone receiving touchdown, though, came from Mark Andrews. 4
Yeah.
receptions, 40 yards, a touchdown. He had a touchdown, so you're happy for your tight end.
Nice.
Amari DiMercado, 20 carries, 78 yards. Cool.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't
James
matter.
Conner's coming back in a week, I think.
Yeah, taking his job away.
Yeah.
Josh Dobbs had an all right day, 208 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, a touchdown on the ground as well. But really, we saw Trey McBride ball out. Trey McBride, 10 receptions, 95 yards, a touchdown, and 14 targets.
I
man.
love to see it, man. I love to see it, dude. He was but he was one of the best tight end prospects coming out, I believe. Not last year, but the year before, 2 years ago. And we talked a lot about him. Trey McBride's him. So it's good to see him finally getting some work. He didn't get any work last year, and it's good to see him finally out there.
Yeah, and looking into the future a little bit, the Cardinals have already ruled out Kyler for next week.
Yeah.
So, are we ever going to see Kyler? Because if they knew that he wasn't going to play next week right now, I mean...
We will.
They said he's healthy, basically.
We will. I think they want to be careful with it. There's no point in rushing him back out there. You're 1-6, 1-7. You're not good right now, so there's no point. You ought to just wait until he's at 110%, and you can put him out there confidently.
Cool.
Yeah.
Next.
The next game we're going to be talking about is the Bengals versus the 49ers, 31-17. The Bengals come out on top.
The return of Joe Cool.
They're back, bro.
They're
the Bengals are back.
So back.
Mm.
Joe Burrow, 3 touchdowns, 283 yards. let's see who had those touchdowns. Jamar Chase had a touchdown. Tyler Boyd had a touchdown. Andrei Iovashis. I
Yeah.
forgot to say how to say his name.
He's,
Iovashis.
I saw him out there on a punt return, dude. He had a nasty tackle.
Oh, yeah. Joe Mixon got it done on the ground as well. 16 carries, 87 yards, a touchdown. T. Higgins, 5 receptions, 69 yards, nice on 6 targets. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really good all-around day for the offense.
Yeah.
I mean,
But the team we need to talk about here is the 49ers because they got a little stinky.
the Fraudy Niners.
Oh, no, the Fraudy Niners.
3 in a row. You guys suck, dude.
Yeah, man. And I don't want to, I don't want to blame it entirely on Brock Purdy, but you could blame a lot of it on Brock Purdy.
He might have a concussion. You saw his head slam
I
on the
think he's
ground?
got double concussions, you
Oh
know?
my
Like
God.
last week, he was confirmed to have a concussion, and then this past week, dude, he smashed his head on the floor and came up, like, grabbing his head and looked all miscombobulated and just didn't look right.
He needs to do some jiu-jitsu lessons with Tua.
Dude,
To learn how
I
to
think they
fall.
need to pull him out. Like, I don't know what the 49ers are doing. They're really, I don't know, man. I don't know how the NFL is letting them get away with this.
Yeah, I mean, they talk so highly of Sam Darnold being such a great backup. Why not just play him a week?
Yeah, I
Doesn't
mean,
make
just
sense.
let him play a week. Let Brock Purdy get his mind right. I mean, 3 losses in a row. This isn't looking good. He had 3 turnovers in this game, 2 interceptions, a fumble. It's not good.
No good, but you know who is good? Christian McCaffrey. Christian
Mm.
McCaffrey's good.
What is it,
Longest
16 games now with the
I
touchdown?
think this week was the 17th, which
Oh
made
my
it the record.
goodness.
I
That's a whole
believe.
season.
That is a whole season worth. Kittle, 11 targets, 149 yards. We got
Good day
our
for him.
Kittle week. It happens every 3-4 weeks.
Yeah.
Cool. Cincy might be Super Bowl contender. Maybe. Maybe.
I'm not ready to put him there yet.
Brandon Ayuk had a great day as well. So.
Yeah.
Cool.
Next.
The next game we're going to be talking about is the Chiefs versus the Broncos, 9-24, but not the way you think it would go. The Broncos come out on top.
The upset of the week.
Yeah.
And Patty looked bad, man.
I don't know what
don't know.
happened, bro. This was some Freaky Friday nonsense here, bro. Freaking Patrick Mahomes, two interceptions, 2 fumbles, I believe. Really bad, ugly, just disgusting day for him.
But he had the flu.
Oh, no. That's an excuse. I bet
Yeah.
you didn't even have the flu. They just made that up.
Probably not. Travis Kelce. I mean, I guess you're happy. He's your tight end. 6 receptions, 58
You
yards.
got to have Taylor Swift there, man, and Taylor Swift's not going to be there for the next month. So,
Oh,
Travis
no.
Kelce owners, we're in a problem here. We're in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, in a game where Isaiah Pacheco was supposed to ball out against this defense that has let up a lot of points to the running backs. 8 carries, 40 yards. Not very good.
It ended up being a Javante day.
Javante Day. Yeah, he had 27 carries, 85 yards, and a receiving touchdown.
Yeah.
So
Good day for him.
Russ looked good as well.
Russ, 3 touchdowns, man. Cortland Sutton got involved. Jerry Jeudy.
Jerry Judy's trying to, make his case for another team.
Yeah,
Make
man.
a team want him.
They want give him a 2nd round pick for him.
Ooh.
They're trying to run the price up.
Yeah, they are. But Russell Wilson, he looked like Seattle, man.
Yeah, he looked good, man.
And
He looked good.
It's a good defense. Chiefs are a good defense.
I'm shocked, man. It's the first time. Patrick Mahomes has lost to the Broncos in his career, I believe, and
I think it's also the first time he's lost a divisional road game as
that's
well.
crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes. I mean, I don't know if you're supposed to every streak's eventually got to come to an end, but it was an ugly game for Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, and another thing to note, we were talking about how trash this Broncos defense was because of the 70 bomb from Miami.
Yeah.
Past couple weeks, they've been good. Last week, Green Bay only gave up 17 points. They held KC to 19 the week before. The week before, 21 to the Jets. This defense is getting better.
Maybe they got it figured out.
Maybe. And
Sean Payton gave him some special juice. He gave him that good H2O.
the high quality H2O.
Next.
The next game we're going to be talking about, and the last game we're going to be talking about, is the Bears versus the Chargers, Sunday Night Football, 30-13.
Yep, and we already got confirmation that we are going to be seeing Tyson Bagent again next week.
Nice.
Cool. DJ Moore had a nice little drop touchdown.
Yeah.
Very good. Hit him right in the numbers.
So did DJ Moore or Velus Jones?
I don't know. I
Maybe
thought
they
it was
both
DJ Moore.
did.
They might have.
I
there
know
was one.
you talking about the one that hit him in the chest and bounced out and he messed his footing up?
The one where he fell on the ground?
Yeah, that was Velus Jones.
Was it Velus Jones?
I
It
think
looked
it was
like DJ
Velus.
Moore.
I think it was Velus Jones.
I
I don't think DJ Moore would drop that. DJ Moore's a little too good. I like me some DJ Moore.
We'll fact check that afterwards. Tyson Bagent though, 2 interceptions. He didn't really look all that great. He came out with a deep bomb to
Dude,
who was it to? Or did it
Darnell Mooney.
Darnell Mooney.
It should have been a touchdown.
should have been,
It should have been a touchdown. He did not get touched, and the refs just decided, hey, let's call him down because there's a penalty on the field.
Cole Kmet, 10 receptions on 10 targets, 79 yards.
Good day for him.
Good day. On the other side of the boat, Justin Herbert balled. 3
Yeah.
touchdowns.
But it's the Bears. I mean, it takes the Bears for you to ball out, dude. You should be doing this every week. You're Justin Herbert. Come on, man.
You're Justin Herbert, dude.
Even in a good game, I can find a way for it to still call you bad.
Austin Eckler. He's back.
Yeah, he's back.
He's back.
Finally, it took long enough.
7 receptions, 94 yards, a touchdown, 8 targets. Love to see 8 targets for
Yeah.
your running back. But
They
that's what
were-
you drafted him for.
They were talking about him, like, they were talking about some, like, quotes he said to, like, fantasy managers, and he's like, hey, guys, I got you guys this week. I know I've been bad, but don't worry, we're going to get it back on track.
And he did get it back on track. The other
he did.
touchdowns came from Donald Parham and Simi Fehoko.
Ah,
Yeah. Keenan Allen, 10 targets, 8 receptions, 69 yards. Nice.
Josh Palmer got hurt in this game and came back, I think,
He
right?
did. But
Yeah.
Quentin Johnson outperformed him. 5 receptions, 50 yards.
Just finally, it's a little something.
Finally.
You know, when you throw, like, Quentin Johnston's there, he just never gets targeted, and everybody wants to call him bad, and they want to call him this, and they want to call him that, but he just doesn't get targeted, and I don't know if that's because he's bad or he just doesn't get targeted.
Targets are an earned statistic.
It's true.
He's just trash.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
And that's a wrap.
That's
is
a
it.
wrap.
That is it. That was all the games. It was a good weekend of football. I think it was a better weekend than we've seen in a while. It was a good holla weekend.
Spooky. Well, I mean, there's a lot of games, so, you know, a little
Yeah,
bit
that was a
more,
big.
so-
Oh my god, I love watching 1:00 football, and there's 9 games on. You can't beat that.
No, you can't. Not even the Octobox get them all.
No, dude, the Octobox turned into a. I don't know. I was gonna try and think of what
Ninobox.
a 90 box.
Yeah.
But I think that's all we got for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Tico from the Tico Fantasy Show, and that is my pal, Sully Sports. Any last comments, Sully?
Twinkle H2O.
Drink your H2O. Have a wonderful day, guys, and thank you so much for watching the Not a Football Show. And once again, have a wonderful day.